Hello, this is me, Shakti again. How are you? Today I want to talk about emotional balance. What is emotional balance? There are few points of view. Let me talk about one view today and address the other at a later time. So to describe emotional balance, first I am going to describe what is to be emotionally unbalanced. From everyday point of view, a person who is emotionally unbalanced lives a life of struggle and suffering. For example, if you are stressed, if you are anxious or worried, if you are in a rat race where the goalpost keeps shifting, if you take out your anger on your family members, if you need others to talk and behave in a certain way to make you happy, if you are in constant striving, then most likely that your emotions are not balanced. On the contrary, for a person whose emotions are balanced, leads a life of contentment and is at peace in the present moment. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Do you think I have gone out of my mind? No, not at all. This is one of the best metaphors for life. Whoever came up with this metaphor must be a very evolved soul. The clear standout points are that life is a dream and you take control of your dream and you row your boat, you live your life and you always go downstream. Don't go upstream fighting with life and then you need to be always happy. Recently, I heard Matthias Di Stefano giving a deeper explanation to boat metaphor. He says the boat is oneself, the body, mind, spirit combination of the farm, and the ocean is the ocean of emotions. We sail through the ocean of emotions using the power of the wind, which is our mind, and the direction shown by the compass, that's our heart. Captain of the boat is our ego, which controls the voyage. The point I want to highlight is the importance of emotions in this analogy. That is very important in our life too. It is the ocean of emotions that we sail through. That's how much important emotions are. Going back to the emotionally unbalanced and emotionally balanced state, here is another explanation. Life of a person whose emotions are unbalanced is somewhat analogous to a ship caught in a storm. For us, the storm may be from external or internal triggers. External triggers could be an accident, loss of someone or something in the worst case, or any event or people who upset us. Internal trigger points are our own values, belief systems, opinions, expectations, etc. So, our lives vacillate between different emotions: anger, frustration, jealousy, sadness, fear, and momentary happiness and pleasure. And we constantly chase one thing after another in life in the pursuit of happiness and seeking happiness. Here is the difference. If your emotions are stable, then your boat will not rock as much. It is a kind of a smooth sailing. The more stable one is, emotion wise, the more harmonious their lives will be. The more harmonious one's life is, the more happier, more content, and more peaceful one's life will be. Isn't that what everyone aspires for? So, what is emotional balance or stability? The concept of emotional stability is as old as the ancient scriptures and the way of life described in many ancient traditions. So, what I'm offering is the mix of today's emotional intelligence and ancient knowledge of evolving from one level of emotion to another. This is what I call in the three-step process: emotional intelligence, emotional navigation, and emotional evolution. So, broadly speaking, the first step is emotional intelligence. It is the general knowledge of all emotions. In addition, it is the identification and labeling of emotions that operate in us and others. If you have not looked into your emotions, it may be difficult to identify each of them initially. Many emotions are obvious, but some are subtle. One needs high awareness to look inside of us to know the scale and the depth of different emotions that control our lives. We don't have to sit down and wait for emotions to arise. Life shows us in everyday experiences and interactions, in the way how we react, how we feel, and how we respond in our life. Emotional navigation is the second step. It involves knowing all our triggers, external and internal, as I described before, and our unconscious reactive patterns. The triggers can be external situations, what we discussed earlier, and or people. The internal triggers are the stories that we tell ourselves. This is in addition to what I said before, like our belief systems and opinions and ideas and values, etc. If we are triggered, there is always something in us that is triggered, that reacts to the stimuli. That's what we have to focus on. It is inside us. This is what we need to identify. So identifying and recognizing what is in us that is reacting is the second step. The third and the final step is emotional evolution. In this step, we become masters of our own emotions. At this level, instead of emotions controlling our lives, we control our emotions. Or, on the other hand, emotions that do not serve us any longer, all the negative emotions fall away or fade away. We integrate the lessons learned by the presence of these negative emotions and evolve as a mature being. As we master our own emotions, the process of mastering itself brings out love and compassion in all of us, in each of us, which I believe is our true nature. This is what brings balance and harmony within ourselves and with each other. Thank you. I'll see you next week.